We've left Yellowstone now. We're heading towards Mount Rushmore. We'll go through a lot of different areas, Bighorns, Badlands, and Cody, and a lot of other areas. But we've now left Yellowstone. This still is a continuation of our 1979 trip out west. Getting near Cody, and this is a dam near Cody, Wyoming, Buffalo Bill's hometown. And you can see at the very end of this picture that's a tunnel that we have to go through to get around this area. It's a beautiful drive to Cody. This again is the wide expanse of Wyoming. If you're not by the Tetons and through the Divide or through the Rocky Mountains in that area, it's a pretty desolate land. This was kind of an amazing part. We're going to go into a different mountain range here. These are Bighorn Mountains. Kind of an amazing group of mountains right here. instead of being in the valley, this is actually on top. It's on top of this mountain range. And a lot of sheep are growing here instead of cattle, and this was a big sheep country. And we're on top of the mountains. This is what it looks like to leave the mountains and get back down to the valley floor again. But we're going to get out of this mountain range now too. This is looking back at the mountains we just went through. Going to Devil's Tower now, as you can see. Again, it's towards the end of the day, so we didn't have much time to do any climbing here. One of these days, we're going to come back here and get to the top of this thing. Been here 3 times and haven't done a climb yet. Can't see many of the fuzzy little things, but this is Prairie Dog Town, and there was prairie dog holes and prairie dogs all over the place. You can still see Devil's Tower from this far away. If you look in the middle of the screen, that's Devil's Tower. This was something we really enjoyed, the Black Hills Passion Play. We really enjoyed this show. This is the Black Hills, and what this also is that they've got another range right among the Black Hills here called the Needles around this area, and you will be seeing why they have the name Needles. This area right here at Mount Rushmore is really a beautiful, beautiful area, and I'm glad they made it a national monument because it is gorgeous. Well, this is Crazy Horseman, and what you see in the background of this statue here is the monument, or is the mountain. Where they are on completion, you've got me. I think it's just a way of getting people to come in, because that's all they have right there, what you see. These outcroppings of rock you have here are the Needles. These are the Needles in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Now you can see why this mountain range got the name of the Needles. If you also look real close in the center of the picture, you'll see 3 guys climbing, 2 guys at the top and 1 guy directly below them. These are real popular places to make climbs because of the way they're shaped. But these are called the Needles. Pretty interesting pieces of rock, really. One of the oases that you cross as you're going through South Dakota, though, and a lot of the desolate land going across the middle of it, as we're going to have to do to get home, is everybody knows about this place. This is Wall Drugs. Wall Drugs. and it's an oasis out here in no man's land. This is another unique area, Badlands National Park in South Dakota. This is a very unique area, very beautiful, really, and very rugged. Got a lot of tradition, a lot of history, as far as people that did hold up in this area. So definitely a place that people should stop and see. It's unusual rock formations, unusual area. What's neat about this too is the fact that this road just curved in and out of the Badlands. It was very, very pretty, beautiful ride. We're gonna start to leave the Badlands here real quick and head for what the heck was we heading for? I guess we're on our way to Wisconsin Dells. You can see how desolate it gets again. Sure didn't spend much time in Minnesota. We did make it to the Dells. We didn't have, couldn't find any place to stay for a motel at all in the whole area. So we didn't, we knew we had to see what we could and get out and start finding a place. So we did go to this Indian show they had at night, outdoor show showing the Indian dances, which was really good. It really was. It was really interesting. The costumes were really colorful. And it was a good show to be put on there in the Wisconsin Dells. But that's about all we've seen of the Dells because we had no place to stay. It was over a Labor Day holiday, and everything was packed. We didn't find a room until we hit into Illinois, in fact, and then it was pretty bad. So this is about all we have of the Wisconsin Dells is the Indian show we did see, and that was very nice. As I said, that we had to stay this night even in Illinois, so this pretty well ended our trip for 3 weeks we spent out west. Great vacation, seen a lot of things. Interesting thing, if I got time on this reel, I'll tell about it. Interesting thing on this trip, and I think why we enjoyed it so much too, was the reason that this was 1979 was when the gas shortage was going on, allocation of gas. So with the allocation of gas that everybody was experiencing, nobody traveled. They didn't know if they would be able to get gas, what it would cost, if they'd have to fight the gas lines that were out, that were known to be going around the country, whatever. So people on 1979, summer of 79, did not travel. And if they did, it was very short trips. So the expanses of the West were so great that most people didn't take the chance and did not go out west. We did, and it made it fantastic for us. Fantastic to the extent that there was no crowds.